Hello students, once again I welcome you all in my new video for class 8th, and this is the last and final video from the chapter metals and non-metals. In the previous video, which was based on the chemical properties of non-metals, we have seen that non-metals are going to represent electronegative character, where they are having a tendency to accept electrons from the electropositive elements, and they are going to form anions. One more chemical property is what? Reaction of non-metals with the oxygen. So in contrast to metals, we have seen that the non-metals are going to react with oxygen, and their oxides may be acidic in nature or neutral in nature, whereas during the reaction of metals we have seen that metallic oxides are going to basic in nature. One more important reaction of non-metals, we have seen that non-metals are not going to react with water, and they are also not going to react with dilute acids, and this is why, because they are not having the ability to displace hydrogen from them. So that was all from the previous video. I hope you all have done the assignments that was given in that video, but if not, then I'll upload the answers of that assignment in the today's video. So let's start today's discussion, that is mainly based on the usage of metals and non-metals, and we will see some exercise work also. We will try to solve some questions. So let's start the video with the heading usage of metals and non-metals. So first we will see the usage of metals, and then after we will discuss the usage of non-metals. So their usage depends on the basis of their physical and chemical properties. So we will see few of the metals here. First we are going to see a very important metal in our life. First we are going to see usage of metals. So perhaps you have observed that during our daily life, iron is a part of our life in various fields. So first we are going to discuss this metal, that you are having a knowledge that metals are having high tensile strength, means they are hard, they are not going to break down easily. So iron is used in, you may have observed that they are used in making bridges, even in grills at our home, and iron is also used to make some alloy. Actually, alloy is what? It is a mixture of more than one element, in which the condition is that one element must be metal. So mixture of more than one metal or non-metal is known as what? Alloy. And you are having a knowledge of alloy like steel. So iron is also used to make alloys like steel. So the next metal that is used in our daily life, that is what? Copper. Perhaps you have seen the advertisement in the television for the electric wires, because copper, as you have a knowledge that metals are very good conductor of electricity. So copper is used as electrical wires and cables. Even copper is used as making utensils because copper can be used to make alloy, so they are used to make coins also. So these are two metals, and you are observing here iron we are using the physical property high tensile strength, and here copper that they are good conductor of electricity and heat, so they are used in the electric wires and cables, and they are also used in the form of utensils. So one more example of metals, perhaps you are having a knowledge about silver and gold. Because of their metallic luster, they are used in making jewelry, and perhaps you have seen their silver and gold is also used for making coating on food items. Perhaps you have seen silver coating on the food materials. They are used for them because they are also having the high malleability property, so they can be beaten in the thin sheets, and these are the again physical properties which we are utilizing in our daily life. There may be a question can be asked that which metal is having the high conductivity power of electricity. So you will be surprised to see that gold is having the high electrical conductivity power, but we are not utilizing it because this is what very costly, and that's why we are utilizing copper, or some more elements are there. The next metal is what? Mercury. So from 7th class or from 6th standard you are having a knowledge that mercury is used in thermometers, and these are used to detect the temperature. Again you are having a knowledge that metals are what? Good conductor of electricity. So this mercury is going to expand whenever it is going to absorb heating, and this is the only metal that can be present in liquid state at the room temperature. So one more metal is there, aluminium. So you are also having a knowledge that aluminium is also used in the electrical wires. It is also used to make utensils. So one more metal is what? Lead. The chemical formula is what? Pb. So lead is used in the inverter and car batteries. Perhaps you have seen the advertisement that they are used in automobile batteries, and they are also used in the paint because they are used to make various chemical compounds, and they are also used as the screen protectors. So these were few of the metals, and we have seen their usage in our daily life, that how we are going to use them, and now we are going to see another aspect, that what are the usage of non-metals. Now we will see the usage of non-metals, in which first we are going to discuss about a non-metal that is a part of our body too. So this non-metal is what? Carbon, which is present in two forms. The in graphite or diamond. And perhaps you are still remembering the fact that these two are what? Exceptions in the category of non-metals, because you know non-metals are very dull in nature, they are not having any lustrous property, but diamond, which is used in the jewelry, it is used in making jewelry, and it is also used for cutting some equipment, because it is the hardest known substances on the earth, and so that's why it is used for cutting purpose of equipment, and this is the lustrous form of carbon, that's why it is used in the jewelry. When we talk about the graphite, you know, graphite is what? The good conductor of electricity, although the non-metals are what? Bad conductor of electricity, but this is an exception, and this graphite is used in making lead of pencils which we use in our daily life to write something, and this graphite is also used in making crucibles, high temperature crucibles balls, which are used in the chemical laboratories for experiment. So now we are going to see another non-metal, that is what? Sulfur. So sulfur is used in making gunpowder, and it is also used for vulcanized rubber. So the rubber which we obtain from the plants, for the vulcanization of that rubber, sulfur is used. And so the next one is what? As you know, the non-metals exist on the earth in solid, liquid and gaseous form. So this oxygen gas is used for combustion process. All the combustion process need oxygen, and without this oxygen, combustion cannot take place. And you also know that we all are utilizing this gas in the respiration process. Plants are also utilizing this gas during the respiration process, but yes, during the photosynthesis process, they are going to inhale carbon dioxide gas to prepare food. Now the next non-metal is what? Chlorine. Actually this chlorine, you are having a bit slight knowledge about the chlorine, that this chlorine is used for the disinfection of water, and this chlorine is also used for the bleaching purpose. Perhaps you have seen a sprinkle of this non-metal outside your home during the rainy season to disinfect the water, and for the bleaching purpose chlorine is used. The next non-metal is what? Nitrogen, and this nitrogen is used for manufacturing, making ammonia. One more important use of nitrogen is what? To make nitric acid. Next, another main important non-metal is what? Hydrogen. And this hydrogen is used as the fuel. It is also used in the manufacture of ammonia. Next non-metal is iodine. Perhaps you have seen the advertisement in television that our common salts are having iodine in them, and it is very essential to avoid a disease that is known as what? Goiter. It is used in the common salt and a mixture of this, a compound of iodine, that is known as tincture of iodine. Actually, it is what? It is used and antiseptic during the infection, that is used. And next one is what? Phosphorus. Perhaps you have seen this in the matchsticks on the boxes. This phosphorus is used, white phosphorus and red phosphorus in the matchsticks. So these were all the usage of metals and non-metals for today. That was all. We will see the exercise work in the next video. So till then, we are going to meet in the next video. Take care of yourself and be safe and keep studying.